Greetings, Keishlings. Keisha Prime here with my live reaction of Dr. Stone, Chapter 188. Okay, special announcement, and this will be like the second to last time I tell this because I'm sure everyone's gotten tired of it. I got a job, my schedule's kind of wacky, so I'll only be able to do videos when I have time and the energy, so yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience, thank you for the understanding. But let's see here. So we've got the rumble in the jungle. We got started or set up in the last chapter. So the three greatest fighters of Senku's team versus two, gun-toting grunt randos and the MMA fighting freaking Maya. So that was wasn't expecting that. Also, she gave that creepy ass face. So, but whatever. We're surrounded by Stanley's armed soldiers, so our deaths are pretty much guaranteed. Even so, we have to destroy the heart of the enemy, their transceiver. We have to lead Senku and everyone to victory. This is all Kohaku's saying, and the title is What I Once Sought to Destroy. What? Oh my god. They're actually cutting the guns in half? Damn. Okay. I didn't know her katana was strong enough to do that, or is she clashing with, she might just be clashing with, Maya, and it's only, Tsukasa's weapon that's doing that. And we got the whirligig Hyoga. It's Hyoga. Oh my god, what he's doing to that gun is just like, it's just spinning on an axis that doesn't even exist. And it's just auto-firing. So even if, it stays in one piece, it might very well just be out of ammo. Let's see here. And it's shooting up a tree. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, that kind of figured. Her shield's been busted. My back feels warm. Uh-oh. Does that mean she got cut and that's the blood? Revealing one's back to the enemy, even for an instant, means death. So normally during battle, my back would remain cold, even to the point of freezing. Oh. Oh, but it's to your own side that you're showing your back. But now, for the first time ever, here in my final battle, things are different. This isn't your final battle, girl. Don't even know. Don't want that. But she kind of has like a relief face because she's not alone. Okay, so we've got Stanley's group. They're Russian, and wait, did they have more than one guy? No, wait, what? What? There's like 3 gunner dudes now. There was only 2 before. Or is that... Unless that's the same guy twice for some reason? I don't know. That's weird. And they seem to still have their guns intact, even though we literally saw one got cut in half. But, Maya's like clenching a tree. Oh, sweet heavens, she just ripped it out of the ground. Ah! And then Tsukasa, because, which actually this is kind of interesting because, Kohaku was trapped under a tree when, Senku first met her. So it's kind of interesting that she almost got felled by a tree again. But luckily Tsukasa was there to, stop it. Tsukasa! Wait, that's Tsukasa? Oh my god, they know him. Who? History's strongest primate high schooler. The MMA champ from Japan. Oh god, Maya's gonna love this. Oh, is that so? Then I get to kill you going all out. Oh, Lord, she is good. What? Is that Tsukasa's hair? I guess it is. So it looks like she's going through the tree to get to him. That's interesting, and she is going crazy. Hmm. I'll give you credit. No one has ever pushed me this hard in battle. And she's kind of like, ah, and here comes a fist. I'm pretty sure that's Tsukasa's. Yep. Oh my God, he just decked her. Like, damn. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic, wasn't it? He beat Maya? He's a monster. Uh-oh. Um, why is there... Did he get shot? Yeah, there's a dude hiding in the cover. Heh. Up against guns made with science, it doesn't matter how strong you are, chump. And now he's like, oh God, I'm gonna... This again. Kind of deal. Progress must be always talking... This is a flashback. Progress must be halted. The rulers of the old world had vested interests in using weapons of science to commit vile acts. Not that you'd know that. That's when they had Chrome and they were going to off him. Now he's just... Surely this isn't the final battle for Tsukasa, like... But he bleeding pretty bad. Tsukasa! Oh God, here comes Stanley, shit. Hyoga's blocking for Kohaku, and oh God, he gets gunned down too. Really, Kohaku? Why are you standing around gawking at me when you've got a job to do? Yeah, destroy the receiver. And she's tearing up. It's like, no, my two allies in combat, even though she didn't really trust Hyoga. But this, like, truly proves that you could trust him if he was literally going to die for you, so that the mission could be complete. Huh, no need to tell me twice. Yes, good. You've done well. Okay, and she's running. And she managed to get it. Radio dude over there, which I forget what his name was. He's like, what? My precious radio. That's... What were you after? Yes. Not bad. Okay, so Stanley, I think, might have figured it out. And now she's crying as the gun's being pointed at her. And, oh, you can hear the gunshots. And there's Tsukasa. His eyes are really fading right now. He's looking over where the receiver was, or transceiver. And he's thinking of Kohaku and Hyoga. They finished the job. Yes, I expected none less from those two. Wait, who or what is this? In the foreground of this panel where he's like leaning up against a log. So Hyoga has met his end. Oh, that was Hyoga. Kohaku and I don't have long either. Oh, wait, that might have been... No, I can see Kohaku now. If Senku and the rest manage to recreate a working Medusa, can the healing effects of the revival process even resurrect the dead? I mean, as long as you're barely alive, I think you'd be alright, but that means they would have to have found you. It healed Myra from her comatose state, me as well from my cold sleep. Perhaps all that matters is that the target's cellular structure is preserved. In which case, now he's thinking and he's like, when did it happen, I wonder? At what moment did I decide to entrust my fate to the science of Senku's kingdom? What I once sought to destroy. Ah, now the title makes sense. I thought it was maybe the receiver or the transceiver, and then they like tried to strike up a deal or something, but no, it's because of Tsukasa's old philosophy. Has become a shining star of hope. Now he's looking up into the starry sky. I leave the rest to you, Senku. And Senku's over like, I feel a disturbance in the force. And you got Kaseki over there making something. Chrome's in the background. Oh, excuse me. And that's the end of the chapter. Huh. So I'm guessing, at least for all intended purposes, Tsukasa, Hyoga, and Kohaku are all dead. The rumble in the jungle was technically successful for the mission. Sadly, survivors there were not. And technically all of the other ones got to survive, so I don't think they would have necessarily have been killed, but still. But at least Stanley will have a hard time finding the fort. That'll buy some time. And maybe if they do try to, still implement, like maybe they'll have another person to do, like what they wanted to do with Suika and Francois. They'll have another runner out there to, go out far from the radius, and then because now that they know where Stanley roughly is, they know he's probably going to still be trying to beeline towards them the best he can anyway. So maybe they'll still try to implement the plan of where they just activate it over a wide radius, and then they have one person that comes to revive those that are on their side. Excuse me. Surely that is a plan. There's always a backup plan, but I don't know if they would reuse that same plan, but we'll see. But I guess Koseki is working on another Medusa, but it's hard to really tell. It looked more like he was working on something that was wooden to me, so But yeah. The sacrifices of the combat team were valiant. They achieved what they were set out to do, so that's at least a small victory, even a bittersweet one. Trying to think of other things to say that's not already been said before. I just hate that they're potentially all dead now. Like dang. I like them all. Tsukasa was cool, like he showed like the error of his ways and changed against it, and even to the point where he hadn't even realized that he relied so much on science again, or relied on it at all at this point, because Senku is a man that doesn't use science for evil. So, and then Hyoga, he redeemed himself in his final moments by protecting Kohaku, buying her time to be able to get to the transceiver. I keep wanting to say receiver. And then Kohaku was able to finally, slash. And plus her little inner monologue of like, her back was warm, and like in battle, you never show your back to the enemy because it just usually means that you're going to die, and that it becomes warm because you got slashed or stabbed or whatever. And so normally when it's cold, she knows that she's safe. But she had two allies that were at her back, guarding her back. So I like that they kind of each learned a little something, or achieved a little something. She learned to be able to fight alongside others to her back, and to, trust. Tsukasa, his whole philosophy is now inverted, of trying to destroy science and keep the modern world from coming back. And, Hyoga redeemed himself. So all of those are big things. Let's just hope they can be revived. I mean, what Tsukasa did say, it's like, well, maybe it's as long as your cellular structure isn't destroyed. So I imagine if like, as long as you're not rotting away, I think you might be alright. Because, yeah, his sister was brain dead. So, like, there's a lot of damage that had to be repaired for that. And plus, he was might as well have been dead when he came out of his cold sleep because, like, cryogenically freezing someone, like, you see it in science fiction all the time about where it's like, oh, well, we'll just freeze you until a cure or whatever. It's like, yeah, that might work for a short time, but, you know, I mean, and I guess that was the case. He wasn't really frozen for too long, but I think it's actually been proven that, like, yeah, even the short term freezings do a fair amount of damage. Like, you got a minimum of a day typically before you do irreparable harm and cannot be, like, resuscitated. So they've already well pushed past that point. So I imagine they've got like a few days maybe of them just in the jungle as long as an animal doesn't get to them or whatever. So, but we'll have to wait and see of the hopeful revivals of our combat team and their return to the fort. And what will be Stanley's next move? I have no idea. Now that they don't have a transceiver to, like, try and pick up on signals to get a better idea of the bearing of the fort, God knows what. Maybe they will retreat back and they'll start doing flyovers. That might make the most sense. Or if they have a backup transceiver. We do not know if they do or not. So, again, a lot to kind of question here of a bunch of unknown hypotheticals, so we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. The sub goal now is 500, 500, 500. So if you can help out, please do. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quichling, please let there be a backup revival plan so that these three warriors don't have to rest in peace.